Long ago, when animals spoke the same language as humans and every creature had its own special gift, there lived a clever but greedy tortoise. He was known throughout the forest for his tricks and schemes. One dry season, food became scarce. The rivers shrank, fruits disappeared from the trees, and many animals went hungry. Tortoise searched everywhere for food but found very little. One day, while Tortoise wandered through the forest, he saw Vulture soaring high above the clouds. Vulture looked healthy and strong despite the famine.
Friend Vulture, how do you always find enough food when the rest of us are starving? Far beyond the mountains lies a land where food is plentiful.
Whenever I am hungry, I fly there and return with a full stomach.
Please take me there.
You have no wings. The journey is too far.
But Tortoise was not ready to give up. He spent several days gathering large feathers that birds had shed. He tied them carefully to his arms and shell.
Now I have wings.
Vulture laughed but admired Tortoise's determination. Very well, I will help you.
Together they flew toward the distant land. Vulture and after most of Tortoise waited at a village where a grand feast was being prepared. The villagers welcomed the visitors, Vulture and Tortoise warmly. As they entered the feast hall, Tortoise noticed mountains of food. Roasted yams, sweet fruits, steaming soups, and delicious cakes.
This feast is for all our honored guests. From today, my name is All Our Honored Guests.
This meal is for all our honored guests. You heard him! The food is for me!
Vulture and the other visitors watched in disbelief as Tortoise devoured dish after dish. By the time he finished, almost nothing remained, and Vulture felt deeply embarrassed at Tortoise.
Because of your greed and selfishness, I will not help you fly back. Please, carry a message to my wife.
I will help you.
Thank you! I will fly swiftly. Tell my wife to place soft mattresses and piles of leaves outside our hut.
The Vulture flew ahead of the parrot to deliver a wrong message to Tortoise's wife.
Tortoise it be!
Tortoise's wife, believing the Vulture's message was correct, gathered stones and rocks for Tortoise fall. When Tortoise finally leaped from the sky, he crashed onto the stones with a terrible crack. His shell shattered into many pieces. The animals rushed to help him. They gathered the broken pieces and carefully fitted them back together. Although Tortoise survived, the cracks remain visible forever, and that is why, to this day, a tortoise's shell is covered with patterns and lines. What is the moral of the story about the Vulture and the tortoise?
That meat is mine, Tortoise!
Greed and selfishness may bring temporary gain, but they often lead to lasting consequences. After our friendship, how could you? Those who take advantage of others eventually lose the trust and friendship of those around them. Do well to subscribe, like, and share. Hit that subscribe button for more. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and share it with your friends.
Once upon a time in a sunny forest, there lived a speedy hare and a slow but steady tortoise. The hare loved to brag. He said to the animals, tortoise, cat, dog, cow, donkey, and other animals,
I am the fastest animal in the forest. No one can beat me in a race. I'm the fastest in the forest.
maybe I'm slow, but I would still like to race you. You? Race me? This will be the easiest win of my life!
Ready, set, go!
The hare zoomed ahead so fast, he was out of sight in seconds. The tortoise moved slowly, step by step with his short...
This is too easy. I'll take a little nap. Tortoise will never catch up anyway. As the hare slept off under the tree, the tortoise kept going, slow and steady on the racetrack. He didn't stop to rest. He didn't stop to snack.
Time to finish the race.
But when the hare looked down the race path, he couldn't believe his eyes. The tortoise was almost at the finish line.
The hare ran as fast as he could, his feet thumping the ground, but it was too late.
The tortoise crossed the finish line first.
Hooray! The tortoise won!
The hare looked surprised and a little embarrassed.
Slow and steady wins the race.
From that day on, the hare learned not to brag, and he always remembered the lesson from his slow and steady friend.
Let me ask you, friend, why did the hare stop during the race? How did the tortoise win even though he was slow? Let me know what you think.
Do like, share and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more interesting folk tales.
The tale of Tortoise, Pigeon, and the Horse. In a sunny meadow, their journey began. A long, long time ago, when animals could speak and reason like humans, there lived three very different friends: Tortoise, Pigeon, and Horse. Horse was strong and hard-working. He spent his days plowing fields and helping villagers carry heavy loads. Pigeon was gentle and kind-hearted. She flew across forests and villages, delivering messages and spreading news. Tortoise, however, was clever but lazy. He always searched for easy ways to enjoy the rewards of other animals' hard work.
One year, a terrible drought struck the land. Rivers dried up, crops withered, and food became scarce. And the Lion King commanded the animals, everyone must work together to survive.
So Horse worked tirelessly, digging deep into the earth to find water.
Pigeon flew far and wide, searching for fertile places where seeds could still grow.
Tortoise promised to help, but instead he spent his days sleeping under trees and thinking of ways to benefit from the efforts of others. After many days, Pigeon discovered a hidden valley where a spring still flowed. Horse cleared a path to the valley, and together they planted vegetables and fruit trees.
Soon, the valley became green and abundant.
My dear friends, surely there is enough food for all of us. We are friends, after all.
Where were you when we dug the well and planted the crops?
I was guarding the village from danger.
Pigeon knew this was not true, but she said nothing. The animals decided to share some food with Tortoise out of kindness.
However, Tortoise's greed grew. Each night, he sneaked into the storehouse and stole extra food.
Tortoise, why are you taking more than your share?
The clever deserve more than the hard-working.
Horse, the food is almost gone.
Saw trouble at the storehouse.
Don't worry, I have a plan. There, this should protect our food. That night, Tortoise sneaked into the store again. Thinking he had found the biggest sack of yams, he hoisted it onto his back and dragged it away. The sack was so heavy that he struggled all night. By morning, he had moved it only a short distance. Exhausted, he collapsed beside it. When the other animals arrived, they found Tortoise lying next to the sack of stone.
If you had worked with us, you would have enjoyed the harvest with honor.
I apologize to everyone. I promise to change my ways.
From that day forward, Tortoise joined the other animals in the fields, helping whenever he could.
The drought eventually ended, and the valley remained prosperous. Tortoise learned that cleverness without honesty leads to trouble, while cooperation brings lasting rewards.
What is the moral of the story of Tortoise, Horse, and Pigeon? Hard work and honesty bring true prosperity, while greed and laziness eventually expose themselves. Do well to subscribe, like, and share. Hit that subscribe button for more. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and share it with your friends.
Once upon a time, there lived a tortoise named Kinky. Kinky loved fruits and hardly went a day without one. One day he realized he had run out of fruits and decided to go in search of some in the nearby forest.
He found a mango tree, shook it, and down fell a few ripe mangoes.
While picking up the mangoes, one began to roll down the slope. Kinky grabbed the rest and went after it.
Kinky continued to go after the mango until it fell into a hole.
Kinky followed the mango inside the hole and behold, found himself in another world.
Whoa! Kinky said, as Kinky looked around the new world in amazement. That is my mango!
I am sorry, I did not know it belongs to you.
Give me back my mango!
But it's only one mango and you have more with you.
No!
Then I shall give you a special drum in exchange for your mango. A special drum? That sounds interesting.
Kinky, go ahead and pick one drum for yourself. I want the smallest one. It'll be easier for me to carry.
Ding, 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 dong. Wow! Ding, ding, ding. This is awesome. Ding, 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 head to head to. Ding, 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 ding. My drum is broken! I need a plan! This mango will do. Back to the hole!
My mango just slipped down the hole. Have you found it?
Yes, here it is.
You're not eating the mango? That is not my mango. I want a magic drum in exchange.
All right, I will get you the magic drum.
Once again, I brought Kinky to pick a drum. This time, he went for the largest one.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
I am sorry for being rude to you. I am sorry for being greedy. I am sorry for lying to you. Please forgive me.
Well, I am sure you learnt your lesson. You are forgiven, Kinky, and we are good friends. The moral lesson is, avoid greed and lies.
I am sorry for being rude to you. I am sorry for being greedy. I am sorry for lying to you. Please forgive me.
Long ago, when animals could speak and reason like humans, there lived a crafty tortoise who was always looking for an easy way to become rich. One dry season, food became scarce. While other animals searched for food, Tortoise thought of clever tricks.
Good day, my friend. Where did you find so much food?
There is a wonderful farm out on the great river. The farmer allows animals to gather the grains that fall to the ground after harvest. Please take me there tomorrow. I agree.
Wow, the food here is in abundance.
Then Tortoise ate and ate until his belly became round as a drum.
Pigeon gathered only enough grain for her family, but Tortoise secretly filled several sacks and hid them.
The following morning, Tortoise returned alone and dragged the sacks toward the river. Unfortunately, the load was too heavy and he could not cross. Dear friend, my family is starving. Could you kindly help me carry a small bag across the river? All right. Thank you, friend.
But these are many heavy sacks.
You deceived me. Oh, it is only this once. But out of kindness, I will carry them. Ready for another trip, Pigeon? All right, but let's be quick. Works every time. Hey! Friend Tortoise, if you continue taking more grain than you need, there will be nothing left for anyone else.
The clever survive while the foolish work.
Then use your cleverness to save yourself. No!
Hungry, tired, and ashamed, Tortoise returned home empty-handed. From that day forward, he learned that greed and deception often destroy the very things they seek to gain.
Pigeon, please carry me on your back to see the world.
But I am tired from flying.
Please, I must now. Wait!
What is the moral of the story, Tortoise and the Pigeon? 1. Greed can make a person lose far more than they hope to gain.
The veil is thin tonight. We hear you, friend. The old tongues return.
There was a great famine in the land. The trees shriveled up and the rivers dried up. The famine was so severe the great savannas disappeared and turned into dust. Across the land, food disappeared till the animals were reduced to eating dust and swallowing.
Foreseeing the death waiting ahead for them, the leaders of the animal kingdom called an emergency meeting. It was the greatest gathering of animals in living history. Everyone from lion to rat, cockroach to crocodile attended, and they all had a singular solution to the never-ending famine.
We need an urgent solution to this greatest of events facing us. If we fail, we all die.
Surely it is not as bad as you're all making it out to be.
I am too exhausted from constantly looking after my mother day in and day out. She is old and frail, and I must travel hundreds and hundreds of miles daily over the barren land to find enough food for both of us, but she still complains.
My mother does the same thing! Perhaps we should round up all our old and useless mothers, eat them to reduce starvation for a little while longer.
We must act now.
What? No!
There must be another way.
We will find one! There are none. We agree.
Reluctantly, we agree.
Dog disagreed and said no, but could not change the minds of the other animals. For the love he has for his kind mama dog, he instead took his mother and hid her up in the clouds.
As the famine got worse, Dog was not affected as much anymore. Every day at dawn, Dog would go to a secret place in the land and sing to his mother.
Mother, mother, drop down the rope. Everybody ate their mother's dog, hid his mother in the clouds. Mother, mother, drop down the rope. Hearing this melody, Dog's mother would drop the rope for him to climb up into the clouds. Whilst there, she would dog feed Dog. She reached the clouds.
It's not fair that the rest of us are dying of hunger, yet Dog's belly is turgid with good food. Hey, what are you doing? Eating! It's all ours!
Don't mind us, dear.
We're so hungry down here. On the third day, I've arrived just before dawn. I will climb this rope to the sky, like dog.
Mother dropped down the rope. Everybody ate their mothers. Dog hid his mother in the clouds. Mother marked down the rope.
Just like magic, the rope descended, and Tortoise began to climb up smug in the belief that he had tricked Dog and his helpers.
Huh? What are you doing? A tortoise on a rope? To Mother? This is impossible.
Mother cut down the rope. Everybody ate their mothers. Dog hid his mother in the clouds. Mother cut down the rope. Oh, my poor shell. It hurt this happened to me.
Don't cry. I'm here to help. Oh, Aunt, please help me fix my shell? Don't worry, I'll make some glue.
The shell had fractured into a million pieces. Ant could only glue rough and had grooves, but it was the best they could do. When Ant finished fixing Tortoise shell, the shell was rough and had grooves and nooks from missing shell pieces. From that time, Tortoise and his descendants have had to live with the uneven shell as punishment for his deceit of Dog's mother. Do you like this story? Subscribe on this YouTube channel and comment below on the lessons you learned from this folktale.
What's going on?
Oh, it's just all the birds in the land going to a party.
A party? But how do I join you to get to heaven? I have no wings.
Don't worry about that. We'll each give you one of our flight feathers.
All right, birds, let's fly. We're flying high. The sky is ours.
Fly over. I have an idea.
You know how there's so many of us heading to this party? Would it be nice if we had a system of classification so that we'll be able to collect our plates of food more comfortably when we get to heaven?
Oh yes, definitely. I can't imagine how disruptive the eagles and the vultures will be when we get there. Birds are so uncouth and lack a basic understanding of etiquette.
Exactly! That's why I propose we split ourselves off into two groups of creatures, so it can be two orderly lines when we get to heaven. Well, we can name one group, all of you, and another group, all of us. So when heaven asks who we are,
we can present our delegations as the different names.
Who's going into which group?
Let's decide. Since I'm the visitor here, I propose to go into the all of you camp, and you and the rest of the birds can go into the all of us camp.
Who was in attendance?
All of us!
All of you! Who is all this food for?
All of us, obviously.
So the food is for all of us?
Yes.
Excuse me, please. Who is all this food for?
Why, it's for all of you.
The angel said the food are all of you, the not all of us. My food alone.
I wanted to speak to Aladamar about Tortoise betrayal.
rules are rules. You said all of us, so the food was for all of you.
The birds became furious, then sat back down and watched. He feasted for hours and hours, course after birds with course after course of food brought for him alone, whilst the birds watched on hungrily and forbidden to touch anything.
All for me! Thief, give us our wings! No, my wings!
Dove, tell my wife on Earth to bring out all the soft furnishings, all the leaves, all the pillows she can find, and place them outside my farm to cushion my fall from heaven.
Your husband caught a terrible creature in heaven and needs your help. Gather all sharp items and build a huge pile in 3 days.
And Mrs. Tortoise then set about collecting all the sharp items in her possession. She chopped up the furniture into wooden stakes, all facing the sky.
In heaven, after Tortoise had eaten a last heavy meal and drank some more palm wine to fortify him for the jump, Tortoise staggered to the edge of heaven.
I am scared!
This he landed on the sharp stones. The impact shattered his shell into a million pieces.
Oh my dear, what a terrible lesson.
Do you enjoy this folktale on how Tortoise gluttony cost him his shell? Please tell us in the comment box below.
The dog and the tortoise were once good friends. Both of them had farms. The dog was very hardworking, but the tortoise was lazy.
The dog was a loyal friend, but Tortoise was a sly.
My harvest would be bigger than that of anyone at the next harvest festival. You never planned anything on your farm.
I have bigger farms in the other town. You will see.
You will see.
As the yearly harvest drew near, the king sent out the town crier to announce,
The day of the harvest festival is drawing near. The king will handsomely reward the farmer with the biggest tuber of yam.
When the harvest finally came, everyone harvested their yams. But the tortoise harvested nothing.
Later that evening, Tortoise went into the king's in-law's farm and stole the big tubers of yam there. Tortoise gave 5 of the stolen tubers of yam to the dog, his friend.
Have a taste of my farm's yam.
Mmm, delicious.
The next day, Tortoise promptly went to the king and reported, "Oh, king, live forever. I saw the dog last night stealing from the king's in-law's farm. Come see the dog and his children eating the yams."
Show me this theft.
"Lead me there at once." "Yes, my king."
The dog was immediately arrested. He was thrown in the prison. And the day for hearing and judgment was fixed.
Before Judgment Day, the tortoise visited the dog in the cell and told the dog a lie. "I have pleaded with the king to release you. The king have agreed under one condition. The dog should bark at every question. If he does so, he would be released." So the dog agreed, grateful.
On the day of the trial, why did you steal the yam that you and your family was caught eating?
This annoyed the king, so the king issued a decree that the dog should be kept in jail and from speaking in the midst of people. Otherwise, dog would be executed.
Meanwhile, as the dog was put in jail, the tortoise went and took over the dog's farm.
One day, at a palm wine stand,
"I tricked the dog to get his farm." Then someone reported the information to the king's hearing.
when the king was told how Tortoise tricked the dog, he sent the police, saying should be punished, put in prison while the dog should be released.
Be punished. However, because kings don't reverse their decree, the dog has had to keep barking till today.
What is the moral of the story? What is the moral of the story? We must not be lazy. We must not cook up lies against other people.
We reap whatever we sow. It is not good to be a friend with a person that tells lies.
The dog was very hardworking, but the tortoise was lazy.
Click the subscribe button below and tell us moral lessons you have learned from this short story. Once upon a time, there was a famine in the land of the animals. One day, the lizard was passing by a farm when he saw the farmer approach a rock. The lizard hid and watched as the farmer rolled the rock away to reveal the entrance into a cave. The farmer went inside the cave and came out a few minutes later with a handful of yams and rolled the large rock back into its place. The lizard waited for the farmer to leave, then he too rolled away from the rock and went into the cave. Inside the cave were several stacks of yams. The lizard took out a yam and rolled the rock back into its place. Every day, the lizard would return to the cave to take a yam and would go home to eat the yam. Then, one day the lizard was carrying his yam home. He came across the tortoise.
Where did you get the yam?
I will tell you only on one condition. Tortoise, promise me you will tell no one.
I promise to keep the secret.
Meet me tomorrow morning and I will take you to the secret cave. Early the next morning, the lizard and the tortoise went to the secret cave. The lizard rolled the big rock away to reveal the entrance.
Wow!
He could not believe his eyes, for there were more yams in there than even he could eat, because the tortoise was a very greedy fellow. The lizard picked a yam from the cave and started on his way home, but the tortoise was not done yet. He was going to carry as many yams as he could. Very soon, the farmer came back to the cave and found the tortoise, who was still busy collecting yams. By this time, the lizard was home, had eaten his yam. Tortoise, how did you come to be in this cave?
The lizard brought me here. The lizard? Let's go find him. There he is, lying around.
Are you the one who took Tortoise to my cave?
It is not possible for me to do so. I have been feeling unwell and lying on my back all day.
You stubborn pest! Oh, my poor shell. It hurt this happen to me.
Don't cry. I'm here to help. Oh, Aunt, please help me fix my shell?
Don't worry, I'll make some glue. The shell had fractured into a million pieces. Ant could only glue rough and had grooves, but it was the best they could do. When Ant finished fixing Tortoise shell, the shell was rough and had grooves and nooks from missing shell pieces. From that time, Tortoise and his descendants have had to live with the uneven shell as punishment.
Do well to subscribe, like, and share. Hit that subscribe button for more. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and share it with your friends.
Once upon a time, the tortoise used to follow a set of children to visit an elderly woman who lived in a remote village.
Come spend the night at my house tonight.
We will come over and have some fun, enjoy lots of yummy.
The tortoise decided also to go with the children, so woman entertained the children with songs and stories. Every one of the children was excited as they volunteered to help the woman do her house chores.
After the children finished with the house chores and sweeping the floor, everyone was tired because the woman has a large compound.
The woman then served the children plates of porridge in appreciation of their efforts. The porridge was delicious and the children asked for more. The old woman made sure Tortoise and the children was satisfied.
But the tortoise, even though was given extra porridge, was not happy after all. So, while everyone slept, the tortoise went secretly to the kitchen where the pot of porridge was kept. The sound of the cover of the pot woke up the old woman, who thought a thief had.
It is me, Tortoise.
Why did you steal porridge from the kitchen?
That day, Tortoise, after he was caught stealing and beaten, that night returned home with a broken back. That is why, till today, the back of the tortoise remains broken, and he has to walk slowly.
Do you love our folktales? Like, comment, and click the subscribe button below, so you will be the first to get more moral stories like this.
Tell us your moral lesson from this story. Let's hear from you.
Do well to subscribe, like, and share. Hit that subscribe button for more. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and share it with your friends.